like the earliest of. I love this little walkout sequence. This is, I mean,
Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update, guys. It's Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021. Got a market-wide liftoff in progress. Have you packed your moon bags? Elon is taking us directly to Mars. We're skipping the moon altogether. I mean, I say this based on current market activity. It is hella green across the board. I guess the last week's pullback was your final the final call. Right? That's it. We're departing. You pack your bags and you're ready to go. If you forgot anything behind in your hotel room, well, that's it. I don't think you're gonna get a chance to pack those bags, guys. What more is there to say?
Just leave it. Go.
Well, I mean, considering Elon made a ship that can come back and land itself, there might be another chance to buy the dip.
3% of the time it lands every time, and that's kind of how I feel about Doge and some of these other coins. They burned up in the atmosphere. There was a moonshot underway on Doge, guys. I'm sure some of you guys were a part of it. What happened to Doge? Well, it just wasn't built for escape velocity and getting out of the atmosphere. It blew up, and its wreckage is currently spraying over our portfolios right now. This is not a joking matter, guys. A lot of people got burned on Doge. Were you one of the unfortunate victims? That is a question for sure. And I'm sure the GME guys, the AMC boys, the silver cards, all of them officially I don't know, licking their wounds today, right? Because here we are in crypto, the guys who remained steadfast. We did not chase the memes. We chased the intelligently constructed trades. We are now officially being rewarded for it. Well, we can only hope. Of course, we on the line we've got analysts with us. Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. I got a chair today, guys.
Yes, you've upgraded from sitting on the floor at the new office to sitting in a, what was it, a lawn chair, was it?
Camping chair, he said.
Oh, camping chair.
Yes, it's a camping chair.
Okay.
It's
a nice Coleman.
I'll be sure to forward you some marshmallows and some graham crackers. And we're going to make it a real camp out over at Casa de Pierce over there. And we've got Jason with us, of course. Jason, how are you doing? How are the group trades doing, guys?
You know what? I'm looking at one right now. The market was pretty indecisive the last few days, but we put on one trade, AGI BTC, which is just about to hit TP1 right now as we speak. But other than that, I think that we're beginning to see signs of that direction that Bitcoin's finally going to take, because we're going sideways for a while here, but it does appear that the entire markets, all of the markets, are beginning to just pump, which is exciting news, I guess. I mean,
yep,
it's here. Like it's hard to be bearish right now.
This is the legit bull cycle.
I agree.
Here we are. It's seemingly, I don't know, mid 2017. It feels like, where the entire market lifts. Bitcoin went sideways for a while.
There is that asshole Apollo 2021 again. Would one of our moderators ban him? Spamming in here again. Hey, you're gone. Bye.
That asshole.
All right. Well, I guess he's gone. Thank you, Apollo, for stopping in, but your spam is
we're on a Mars mission, not a moon mission.
But we do appreciate it. All right, let's get into the show, guys. We do have to actually run an abridged show today. We do have the community mentorship session on Wednesdays. That's today. Means the show, instead of going the usual 2+ hours, we're only going to go an hour and a half, guys. So we're gonna have to keep this quick. All right, let's keep it going. In this case, we're looking at bubbles. I see the biggest gainer of the day on the bubbles chart. UMA, good old UMA coin, up 41%, almost at $20. Congrats to any UMA holders in the house. We've got Cheeseburger, aka Swissborg, 30% gainer on the day. Sushi up another 17%. Kusama up 13%. Link up a paltry 10%. Dot up 14%, man. I mean, just the gain. And even Fun, shoutouts to David Rice in the live chat. Fun token up nearly another 20% today. So
just continuing on its run.
I mean, it's hard to point at, like, it would be easier for us to tell you which ones are down. Like, there's only like a couple Like what? We got MDX floating out there, and then what?
That's kind of it. What's this? Quant down a couple points. Otherwise, no, guys, it's a sea of green out there. Any altcoin holders in the audience, this one's for you.
It's a really beautiful day in alts today.
It really is. It's a beautiful day in almost all the markets.
It's a
which is cause for pause for me, because I'm like, what's happening here? Are we about to see just a influx into all the markets? Like, this feels like euphoria if this continues.
Super cycle has begun, guys. That's the feeling of the rockets firing up, and you're about to feel 10 G's worth of gravity pulling down on you. But let's
I want more than 10 G's.
I'm sure we all want 10,000x or more this cycle around. Hard to say if we're gonna get it, but that's bubbles, everybody. Let's head into the next part here. I'm gonna shout out the audience before I go into next segment. Let's take a look who was in the live chat early this morning. Jose Alves, first one through the door, also a channel supporter. Thank you so much, Alves, for joining the premium or the subscriber status here on YouTube. It's funny, Jose just came through seemed like a week or two ago, and he
hasn't been here for too long.
He's become one of the most hardcore regulars around. He says, "Hey Jack, see you in a few minutes." Yes, welcome to the show. Ron Legato, S. Hyatt in here. Dan says, "Good morning. Celebrated my 24th birthday yesterday. Time flies." Haha, he's only 24.
Yeah, you got a lot of time left, bud. So
enjoy it.
Put your nose to the grindstone now, and you'll be well ahead of everyone else in your life by 30.
Yep. If you're stacking coins now, you probably do well by the time you hit 30s. Indeed. Jose Alves, I mentioned. Crypto Bulls in here saying good morning. Smash those thumbs. Pablo Gutierrez is in here saying hi again. Dark Rico, of course. We have the wonderful Subtextually in the live chat. Nice to see you in here again, Subtext. She's posting requests. And
she said that she would be our mascot. Did you know that?
That it's entirely not necessary, but we thank you so much.
It was her idea.
It was, but
Jack's like, wait, I'm the company mascot. Get out of here.
No. Sure.
Yeah, he's stomping on his ground now.
Goodbye, miss. Goodbye.
Yeah, you're about to get banned by Jack's ego.
No. Subtext is by far much too sophisticated a lady to be reduced to mere mascot status. We have donkeys like Dark Rico we can call on.
We have donkeys? Jesus, that was worse.
Yeah. Go out on the field and perform for us, clown.
Yeah, dance, clown. You donkey.
I do not think of leveraging our premium members in such a way, but if Subtext insists, maybe we'll talk about it. But let's keep rolling. We got David Rice in the live chat. We have Skokie Cat in here talking about he can't wait to hear how bearish Alex is. Well, you might be shocked to hear this, but Alex is officially turning over.
Yeah, he's got to throw that in the dumpster for a little bit.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got to learn when to throw in the towel. We've got a lot of resistance breaks. We've got a lot of bullish signals, and I'm gonna start trying to ape into some of them. So we'll finish up here and we'll take a look at the charts.
All right, we got Daniel, another channel supporter in the live chat, saying hello, everyone. Rob G, Jordan Stotts, and Mr. Unicorn, another channel supporter, saying hello, CC people, nice to see you. Tyler Dukacek, Dark Rico, I think I might have mentioned already. Gia's a coin. The intro is one for the record books, Jack. Alright, glad you're liking it. Destined Terrain is in here. Hello. Apollo 2021's been banned. Good riddance. Let's see here. Ryan O'Malley, what did he do? I'm not sure what he did, but I think it was probably well deserved. Dan, what is this music? I'm loving it. Alright, I'm glad you guys like the music picks for the intro music. That's solid choices if I say so myself.
Yeah, so they were asking which one of us was the lady in the background with the heels walking down the hallway. So I guess that has to be me.
I was hoping nobody would have.
You have killer legs, Jason. I gotta say.
Thank you, dude. I've been working on them.
Those calves, they're something else.
Girls don't get enough credit, dude. Walking in those shoes is bullshit.
The one says XRP dead cat bounce in progress. B-Flow says you make me sick. All right, thank you, B-Flow.
All right.
Oh my lord. Have mercy this Wednesday.
He's actually a good member. Why is he trolling us?
Let's see here.
You make me sick.
Ryan O'Malley I mentioned, and subtext. I think that's it, unless my live chat is broken for some reason. Nope, looks like I'm all caught up here. Crypto Cat I mentioned. All right, good. Got through the audience. Thank you everybody joining us today. Thank you to all our loyal followers and our regular audience. You know, we really couldn't do the show without you guys.
I have a feeling we're getting shadow banned today.
You think so? Not necessarily.
50 people watching. That's pretty low.
Might just be slow for the uptake. Maybe they're just glued to the charts. Can't be bothered. No, doesn't look like we're shadow banned yet. But,
I didn't get a YouTube notification today. Normally I get a YouTube notification.
So maybe a different degree of shadow banning today. But at the moment we don't have a full shadow ban from what I can see. So we're good so far. Let's keep it rolling. Dan says this is going to be a good show. Yes. This is going to be a good abridged show. Like I said, only going to go an hour and a half. So,
you want to mention the poll real quick?
Yeah, let's get into the poll. Next segment, here we go. This is the news and poll section. Let me drop the link to the live chat right now. Here it comes. Hopefully nobody beat me to it. There it goes. Check out our community tab on our channel, guys. Here's today's poll. Let me just drag this window up so everybody can see the responses clearly. Yep, this is good here. All right, so the question goes, are you holding Ethereum? What is your oh wait, what is this? Where's today's poll? Oh, here we go. That was weird.
Wait.
Today's poll, guys, my mistake. Today's poll is, how will high Ethereum gas prices bring this rally down like a failed SpaceX rocket flight? What do you guys think? If you guys remember, a major talking point back in 2017 was high transaction fees on Bitcoin was what crashed Bitcoin at 20,000 at its rally. Bitcoin cannot support a higher price, they said, because the transaction fees are too high and not enough capacity. Is Ethereum potentially faced with something similar right now? Is this even a thing? Are you thinking about gas prices? Are gas prices going wild? This poll relates to all of that. Alex, you want to say something?
Well, I think about Ethereum gas price a lot. I actually was going to put in a trade earlier today on an alt that I thought looked really good. I was like, hey, I'm in on this trade, and then I went to go make the trade, and it was going to be $100 in Ethereum gas to make the trade.
Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous.
I thought again, how badly do I really want to get into this coin right now? I was like, I'll just keep my eye on it.
Maybe that's what the market's doing, dude. They're trying to teach people because it's like disincentivizing. Like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to take this trade.
I presume that was on Uniswap, right, Alex?
That was on Uniswap.
Yeah,
yes.
That will be a feature indeed of Uniswap. But yes, guys, this poll is for you, whether you're a Uniswap user or otherwise. If you dabble in Ethereum, let's see if we can get your response in here. So the question again is, will high Ethereum gas prices bring this rally down like a failed SpaceX launch? First response is yes, gas prices are getting out of control. Second response is no, the ETH gas price doesn't turn me off. So third response is, I trade on exchanges and I can't say that I pay any mind to gas fees. So if you're someone who just kind of dabbles on Binance, you hold a little Ethereum on Coinbase, on one of these exchanges, you don't really use Uniswap, you don't really pay any mind to gas prices. All you can see is Ethereum at all-time highs and charging forward. You don't care. This third option is for you. Finally, the fourth option is, I don't even know what Ethereum gas price even is. So if you are completely unaware,
gas in my car.
If you're completely unaware of gas prices and this whole concept of gas, if you're completely new to this space, you barely discovered what Ethereum is, now you're finding out that has a gas price associated with it. What's that about? If you don't have any clues, please let us know. Show us how new you are.
It does sound pretty confusing.
Show us how new you are. Click that fourth option.
I say that these gas prices are too damn high. We need the government to come in and subsidize Ethereum gas.
Back in my day, gas was about 86 cents.
true just a few years ago. If ETH gas prices were still pretty reasonable, get those miners need to turn it up and get these transactions cleared. All right, I'm going to answer this poll right now. Are the prices out of control, or are they don't turn me off? Honestly, man, this is a tough one, but honestly, I'm not that turned off by it. I'm not, micro trading on
$100 a trade
every day. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I mean, if you're swinging with like a $10,000
it does depend how much you're swinging,
maybe $100 is
still pretty high.
Maybe this just pushes out the small guys who shouldn't even maybe be in this. You got to bring at least 10,000 to the table if you want to play at this casino, and therefore my elitism is kicking in. I'm gonna click no for the poll. I'm gonna click the like. And one final reminder for the poll, guys: if you really want to put this poll over the top, if you really want to do us a massive favor, this comment here, click the comment part, leave a comment.
Yeah, tell us how your day's going.
Yep. Comment in here,
anything.
Answer the poll, drop a comment, tell us anything related to the poll, not related to the poll, let us know. But leaving a comment attached to the poll really does help put this poll and the marketing over the top. So I really appreciate that, guys. All right, before we get into the charts, quickly going to cover a couple news items. DeFi surpasses 30 billion on Ethereum. Indeed, with Ethereum appreciating, so is the DeFi market and the assets locked in Ethereum's DeFi ecosystem. So assets under management in DeFi network have continued and to grow and surpassing 30 billion for the first time, some 4 billion.
I remember when it surpassed 6 billion. Remember covering that last April?
Yeah, I remember.
Man, how time flies.
I remember covering when it first tapped 1 billion. And here we are, 30 billion.
God. I remember 6 billion was huge.
Yep.
30 billion now, but now it just keeps going, and like it's like nothing anymore, right? Like
when we crossed 6 billion, that was like the first sign of that alt season.
Is that when you first got into some of your first DeFi plays?
I think that was when I was in some of the first Uniswap plays. That's when the alts really took off, when Uniswap season happened.
Yeah.
Yep, Uniswap season.
I would have known a little bit more back then.
I know Hex tries to take a lot of credit for kicking off DeFi season. Not sure if I feel that way, but indeed, it's been a wild year. It's been a wild year or more, guys, and apparently now we've got over 7.4 million Ethereum, worth about $11.5 billion, locked in these dApps. While wrapped Bitcoin sum has risen to about 46,000, worth about $1.7 billion. So about $1.7 billion of wrapped Bitcoin alone is now sitting on the DeFi ecosystem. This is very, very cool stuff. MakerDAO assets under management have risen to $5.5 billion. Yes, so just the DeFi growth seems to be nonstop. This is a runaway train at this point. Let's hope it doesn't crash and burn. Am I right, guys? But no, it seems like DeFi is that sales pitch. It's tokenomics of the 17 era didn't work. A lot of those projects didn't pan out. DeFi seemingly something we've been saying. DeFi is a concept many investors, many new people entering the space can get behind. Oh yeah, crypto solves basic savings and loan and basic accounts and basic banking services. That sounds like what crypto's meant to do. Investors get behind this idea, they pour their money in, and well, there you go. A few months later, we're at $30 billion locked in on this ecosystem.
And growing. I mean, the charts don't look at all like they're slowing down, so
right,
if anything, we're just having to flip into being kind of super bullish here. Like
next article, Coinmetrics Coinmetrics co-founder takes aim at Wall Street Journal's Tether FUD. Reputable data analyst fires back at wild theories about Tether reported by the Wall Street Journal. Yeah, so Wall Street Journal tried to disseminate some FUD talking about Tether and how Bitcoin bubble has been driven by Tether in this article that they posted. Well, Coinmetrics fires back. Coinmetrics, of course, being a chain analytics firm. So Nick Carter, analyst and Castle Island Ventures partner, slammed Wall Street Journal article titled "Behind the Bitcoin Bubble" by Andy Kaiser, alleging that it verged on journalistic malpractice. All right, I'm not going to get into all this, but he does say, normally if your column is writing one of the most respected financial publications, you might just try and evaluate the data behind the claim instead of uncritically accepting it. But Mr. Kessler did no such thing. He just blindly repeated a fanciful claim from an anonymous blogger in order to imply that Bitcoin's price was somehow dependent on Tether. Okay, so I'll link you guys to this below. It's an interesting read. I'm sure Tether FUD is something you've come across in the space. It might have given you pause. It might have given you some concern. Yes, Tether might be a bit of a underlying issue in this ecosystem, but I think it's dramatically overstated. I'm not even sure if Tether's going anywhere, guys. Don't let the FUD and the lawsuits scare you. Finally, Visa is launching bridging software for banks to integrate Bitcoin trading services. Guys, you know we're entering the big time when mainstream financial firms are now adopting Bitcoin and crypto into their business model, into their infrastructure. So Visa has fully embraced Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies with a new announcement that just came out to launch Visa Crypto API software program for banks to support the buying and selling of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Remember when we were worried about how is this going to scale? How is anybody going to suffer these fees? Well, you know what, guys, once the crypto lands in the custody of someone like Visa, let their network eat the fees, figure out how they're going to run the numbers on that. And yes, it's maybe not ideal. It's not how maybe we set out to run this crypto system, but this is what we've got. And in the meantime, well, we can alleviate those concerns that we're not going to scale. But the Visa Crypto API is set to launch later this year. It'll be piloted by First Boulevard, a focused digital bank in Kansas. The API design will help all Visa bank clients to seamlessly integrate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. All right, so basically if you run a payment terminal, if you're a business and you take Visa payments, Visa processes some of your payments, some of your in and out money, pretty soon you're going to be able to check out using crypto. So that's pretty cool.
I don't think that's very far away at all.
Probably not far away at all. It seems like it's a project currently underway. I mean, we saw this coming when PayPal began, when entered the ring, and well, the rest is going to be history, guys. All right, I do have to run this extra quick, guys, so I'm going to call the news for now. We're going to get into the main scene because, like I said, we've only got an hour and a half for the show today, so we got to get through it. Keep an eye on that. We will keep an eye on that poll, so if you haven't responded to that yet, do check that out. I got Alex and Bitcoin USD Coinbase pairing up on the screen. I'm going to go into the live chat. I'm going to start taking notes on people's requests. So if you guys put your quests in, I'm going to go select them now. Alex, you ready to take over?
Yeah, sure am.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, guys. So let's take a look at the markets. Looking much different today than they did yesterday because we're getting a lot of resistance breaks, a lot of movements over moving averages. And so we're getting those confirmations that we've been kind of asking for the market. As far as Bitcoin, right now we're in a no trade zone we're kind of inside this channel envelope around our moving average, the whole 60. But we're pretty close to having an initial long signal. I'd be looking to take it to at least a new all-time high here, somewhere around the 42K range. And then see what happens. I would at that point I'd like take profit and then see what happens. We could trade sideways here for a few more weeks before continuing to break up on Bitcoin. This is the weekly trend right here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Log. There we go. We still need to zoom out. Sorry, this Bitcoin has just moved so much, guys. All right, so this is the trend from all the way back here. So we could move sideways a little bit more before breaking up. So for now, I would suggest to you that while Bitcoin is inside of this trading range, alts are still the better choice. Which I feel like a broken record saying that, but alts still look like the better choice for right now. But there is a trade on the table for Bitcoin if you're one of those people that really only trades the majors or really only trades Bitcoin. Yeah, I think you could, as long as we break this, which we probably will, then you could take this to a new high here on Bitcoin, I think. Let's look at Ethereum next. Ethereum Bitcoin ratio making a new high right here. Continuation signal as of yesterday. I think Ethereum is good to go here against Bitcoin. So this kind of what's the word I'm looking for? This kind of corroborates the evidence that we're seeing over on Bitcoin itself. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Falling today. It looks like we just could not get back over this weekly trend. This is very interesting. So now that we broke down today, so we've been trading sideways on Bitcoin dominance. We've been like, well, it could go either way here. We could easily get a bounce here, and then, you know, that means Bitcoin is going to go, or maybe everything will dump, but Bitcoin will dump less. But now that we're breaking down, this is starting to seem like we could get an incredible alt season. Here we are. We're back weekly Hull 60 baselines. This is 60 weeks of data right here. There's a lot of data. Yeah, it's a lot of data. We're continuing to get follow through on this bearish divergence, which I pointed out to you guys like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I don't even know where we would want to target. At this point, this is already held once on a weekly time frame. So if we hit it with any amount of force, I expect we would go through. And at that point, I would look for support right along here. The 53%, roughly 53% area, which would be quite a movement for alts.
Mm-hmm.
Uniswap.
Oh,
well,
God.
Yep. No reason to complain anymore, right?
Price
this
discovery.
Is us. Yep. This is us in the process of breaking the daily high. This is sort of the edge of the volume that I was scared of, and here we are. We're piercing it right now. Very nice. We've got moderate volume, but we've got a great continuation signal here. So I would be surprised if we didn't continue up here on Uniswap pairs. Asian coins, not there yet, but I imagine it's probably going to follow the other things that we're looking at.
Yeah,
DeFi
every other chart.
Yep. At this point, it's starting to look like it's going to break up, right?
Yeah.
So DeFi looks like just heavy consolidation before even more parabolic movement here. We'll take a look at some DeFi coins in a little bit.
More like
so
defying
what this
gravity.
could mean.
What happened? Did we lose you two?
Or the DeFi.
Ooh, Alex, you're starting to cut out a bit, bud.
We had a little hiccup with Alex. Your last 5 seconds was cut off.
Okay. Is this okay then?
I think you're good now.
Yeah, you're
All
fine.
right. What was the last thing you heard me say?
Tell me about
DeFi.
Okay. So the DeFi perp, as you can see, is just kind of consolidating, and it looks as if it's going to break up bullishly. Uniswap token is one that we had said previously looked a lot like the DeFi perp contract. So let's look at that. Is Uniswap going to be one of those coins that breaks up here? I got to say the 12-hour here is extremely suggestive. We're about to get a long signal. I would wait for a break of the 12-hour high before taking it. But considering how bullish everything else is looking, it's very interesting. Let's take a look. Privacy coins. We were just saying yesterday that there was a good chance they could break up. Today they broke up. Privacy coins. So we'll have to look at... Gosh, there's just too many alts to look at now, guys. Too many alts. Exchange coins, typified by BNB, taking off. Shitperp, just getting a signal yesterday. Just getting a signal on shitcoins yesterday. And today we've got follow through. I think this is good. Same with midcap. We had some real hesitation here, but today we've got follow through. Nothing more to complain about. And then same for altcoins here, which at the end of today, depending on how we close, should be closing above this resistance line that we have. I did not want to grab it like that. This resistance line that we have. Too many tools, too many lines here. So, well, it looks like we're not even going to get a pullback this far, guys. This is incredibly bullish. These coins barely pulled back. Even the healthy pullbacks we didn't get. So if we close these, this is telling us that coins could go just incredibly parabolic in this spot right here. Let's take a look at the broader markets and see what they're doing. We've got a short day today, but I do want to do something like a little bit broader because, I have been very bearish and I have been asking the markets to be like, hey, where's the resistance breaks? Well, we have the resistance breaks now. So I think it's time for us to, look for good opportunities to get in on the action. And we'll take a look at that.
I've got a couple questions lined up that are kind of relevant right now to the main macro analysis. Okay. Maybe we could cover those real quick. So this one comes from Eugene in the live chat. Will ETH make a larger % gains than Bitcoin if I buy in right now? Pablo Gutierrez says,
probably.
I did sell all my longs of Bitcoin today for some alts, DeFi, Ethereum. Would you recommend to follow my plan or still buy back some Bitcoin? So both these questions have to do with exposure.
Right now the charts are, both of the F Bitcoin chart that we looked at earlier says that most likely 75% chance, yes, Ethereum is the better choice than Bitcoin going forward. It's probably better than 75% chance. If you're looking at a few months long term, then the answer is probably like 95% chance. Yeah. As far as the other guy who wanted to switch from Bitcoin into some DeFi and Ethereum, right now the charts are telling you to go for it. That could change later in the week, and if it does change, we'll notice. We'll be like, oh my god, what's going on with Bitcoin dominance?
What a
Bitcoin
fake out!
Yeah, it looks like Bitcoin's the only game in town right now. We'll know. We'll be able to switch over. It won't be a huge deal. You'll probably have made profit both ways, just slightly less. But right now, the charts are screaming alts.
Right. Great question, great answer. You've been given the blessing, Mr. Gutierrez and Mr. Nujian, so thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, broader markets. Sideways day on the dollar today. Not much going on. It looks like it's just kind of consolidating outside of the monthly resistance level. So let's look at this again from a monthly perspective. And here, I'll use line mode so you guys know I'm not futzing this. So these are the actual closes. This is the actual monthly trend. Okay, so you can see. And we're breaking out of this monthly downtrend right now. Here we are on the daily. See? Oh, we break out. This is a fake out right here. This is a breakout. Now, we'll have to maintain it, of course. We've got, we've got a good 25 days left on the month. So we could still see some more consolidation outside of this, but this is what I'm looking at, this line right here, and that's why I'm looking at it, because of this these monthly the monthly trend right here. We're pretty close to getting a confirmation on our monthly time transformation here on the dollar as well. But for right now, as long as the dollar is consolidating and it's not moving up more, and as long as the market's telling us to long, then okay, we'll be long. So this is something for us to keep our eye on. And I've explained to you guys how the dollar usually it pushes up as a headwind against speculative assets, including crypto. But today, at least, it's down. And as long as it continues to go sideways, then that's good for us. So let's move on.
Stay in the dollar or whatever, it's sideways.
This is very interesting looking here on the monthly. So, well, we shouldn't even really look at this candle here because this
it's just open.
Yeah, it just opened. So it's suggestive. Today we gapped up to retest the all-time high. We did not make a new all-time high today. We traded down since then. So lower time frames looking kind of suggestive. We'll have to break 329 here. I wouldn't long until we did, but if we did break it, I would totally long that. If you were lower time frame trading the QQQ ETF, that would be great long. Let's see here. So my thoughts on this are, we're still at resistance, but we're at resistance in a way that is suggestive that we may break it. If we were hanging out more below this area rather than continuing to tap on the high, then I would be a little bit more worried here. But for now, I think the markets are starting to look bullish again.
Yeah, it does appear that that's on the verge of breakout.
Yeah, as bearish as I've been, I cannot let it get in the way of making profits. So if I got to eat all the bearish words, then I'll eat them and I'll long these markets, guys. We're not there yet on the SPY. We're still not above the daily baseline. And unlike the NASDAQ, we're not anywhere near the high right now. So we're still totally in an area of resistance on the SPY. And we're doing it on decreasing volume currently. We'll see. We'll keep our eyes on it. And now the Dow. Still bearish, if you ask me.
Yeah, still underneath resistance.
We're still under either resistance you want to look at. We're still under the baseline. Still under 0-hour oscillator. Momentum is still negative. So the Dow Jones, which through the entire run of 2020 and now 2021 has been weaker than the NASDAQ and the SPY, continues to be so here. This is a lot of resistance overhead on the Dow. I still am bearish on the Dow. Yeah, I don't see it yet here. I don't. Yeah. We'll see. It's just not there yet, is what I'm saying. It's just not there yet. You know, if you're the type of person who's interested in indices, go with a stronger indice.
Mm-hmm.
When the Dow is ready, it will let us know.
If I was looking at that, I would be looking for a shorting position on that swing up to the baseline. I wouldn't be looking for bullish appreciation at that point.
Yeah, totally. If we got any sort of curve under here, and if we can do it below the baseline, I'm into that short immediately for the Dow. But like I said, we're not going to be bearish right now because the markets are looking bullish, and let's go with what the markets are telling us. So shake off that bearish feeling.
Yep. There's stronger indices out there, and he clearly just showed them.
Speaking of bullish and bearishness, we had a $10 super chat come in from Mr. Ether. Thank you so much, Mr. Ether. That's always appreciated. He asks,
Thank
Alex, are you bullish with a bearish bias, Alex? I know I am. Mr. Ether, bullish with a bearish bias.
I say I am bearish with a bullish bias. It's guys, as a trader, I grew up during the Bitcoin bear market. Pumps get sold into, dumps happen way longer than you think they're going to. And unfortunately, sometimes that does inform, where I target things during a bear market. And sometimes that does keep me bearish longer than I should be. But on the other hand, I'm really good at calling a top when there is a top. Like, bam, that right there, that's a top. And, it does pull back. But then, I end up being a little bearish longer than I should. What can I say? I'm still learning as a trader. I'm not perfect. You guys are with me on the journey. I appreciate you having you all along with me. But if I'm being completely honest, I'm probably, more bearish more often than I should be for those reasons. That's the environment I grew up with, and the bullishness that we're experiencing in crypto. It's relatively new for me.
It's more defensive than anything because you've been screwed so many times before that you keep your gloves up. You're like, well, at any moment this could dump on me, so I'm ready for it.
Hey, on the other hand, I didn't lose any money. There's some gains I missed out on, guys, but being flat, well, I lost money on the Ethereum short.
Always a better decision.
But I didn't lose any money on being flat on the other stuff. So,
And that's one of the things that it's hard to come to grips with as well, like especially like when hedging. Like it's hard to realize that you're not losing any money, but you're still like losing maybe some Bitcoin or something. It just really hurts, but at the same time, you're not doing yourself a disservice by hedging.
It's hard seeing those red numbers.
Yeah, it really is.
Something I mention all the time, guys, you know, crypto is one of these assets that you're always thinking is going to run away from you. It's always ready to explode and hit new all-time highs, so it feels uncomfortable to be in cash, but it's certainly
The better move sometimes. Most of the time.
You got to curb that feeling if you want to remain a professional trader.
If you want to remain solvent.
When you're in the middle of a bull market, it's like, oh, how can I hedge right now? But when you're months into the bear market, you're going to be like, why didn't I hedge on my first or second or third or fourth or fifth signal to just go into a hedge?
Shout out to Johnny.
It's always greener on the other side. All right, thank you for that super chat, Mr. Ether. I'll let Alex continue. If not, I've got a few other questions in the queue here.
Thank you. Let's run through some DeFi tokens real quick, because DeFi is one of the ones that looks like it's about to take off even further. Here's Kusama approaching its previous high on increasing volume. We're really turning up here. We kind of reset here on the daily, and we're starting to get a signal here. We're just not quite there yet, but this close is very bullish on Kusama right here. We want a little bit more momentum before we go for it. AAVE, at the end of today, we will have a continuation long, or continuation signal being this crossover here on our oscillator. Waddah is giving us a go-ahead, telling us, yeah, you've got enough momentum, man. And we did it on a new high. Mm-hmm. So I would suggest that AAVE is likely a trade that will have some meat to it. I don't know exactly, where it will go to. We could pull out I don't want to pull out any fibs right now. We're going to look at things that are making new highs that are looking good, and we worry about targets at some other point because we've only got so much time today. Winks is just not there right now. We're starting to get above the baseline, but we don't have volatility, and we're not making a new high yet. So it'll probably follow along with a lot of the other alts, but let's choose the alts that are looking the strongest, and those are the ones that we want to take, right? Anything that's lagging even a little bit, why bother? We have so many good choices. So we'll take the best choices, and everything else, we'll leave it to the other traders. SWRV here. It's intriguing, but I just don't like how we're still under resistance. And yeah, I know I'm a broken record, but hey guys, we got stuff that's breaking resistance. Why take something still under resistance, right? So while we're here, I'm not super interested, but we could get a good continuation signal in a couple of days. With the break of this should cross up, and then hopefully we'll have the momentum, and then at that point we can take SWRV. SUSHI just keeps going.
1 inch as well.
Yeah, there's no signal to take here. The signal was probably like back here. And then you're like hanging on for dear life still. If you're in SUSHI, keep holding it. Good work.
Yes.
Yep. Serum. This looks kind of topped out, right? What happened to the momentum? Big candle, medium candle, small candle, red candle. I'm out. You can't. I don't know if you hear that. That's me.
I was gonna say, did you hear him wipe his hands off there?
Yeah,
he just got himself rid of it.
I'm done with you, Serum. You're out of here.
Gotta get you on camera.
Yeah, on to the next one. Band. This is beautiful, guys. This is super beautiful. We've got break of resistance right here. We hold it, follow through today. The only reason why we didn't take this right here, we had the no trade signal on this. I probably should have taken this yesterday, but I might still sneak us in today. We'll see. We're kind of in the middle of this trading range right here, but you could easily take this to retest the high right here. So I think this is a good spot to hop into band and take it for a scalp to at least 15, maybe $18, and then wait and see. I imagine band would probably follow Link and some of the other Oracle tokens and making new highs. Remember, band is an Oracle token. I got to talk even faster. There's so many coins to look at, guys. We only got so much time. Let's talk a little faster. Okay. We got Sol here. Oh my God,
Buy
beautiful
it.
break
Buy
yesterday.
it. Buy it.
Yes, beautiful break yesterday. We got follow through today. I would try and layer some buy orders down back towards this way. This is just a little too overextended for us to take. But we could easily just kind of retest down into this area. You can see this is a relatively deep consolidation area. Not deep. There's a trading range there. Let's look a little further back. Right here in this area. We're gonna try and score a pullback into here on Sol, because otherwise this is just a little bit too overextended for us to take. But it looks beautiful. It looks like a beautiful trade here, and on higher time frames you can see it's just gone. It's in a blue sky breakout mode right now. As of this week, we're good. So we're looking for a retest of the previous. Chart. Yeah, we're looking for a retest of the previous swing high here to get our entry. If Sol is your thing, Solana has some really great fundamentals behind it. I know it's a blockchain project that a lot of dApps are choosing to run on. So I'll let you all do your own research. I'm not a fundamentals guy. I'm a technicals guy. But the chart's saying that there's some good follow through here. Yep.
Pretty crazy charts.
Meta is interesting. This is a really strong foundation area right here. And as you can see, as soon as we hit it, that's when we started to get into trouble right here. So, arguably, we have slowly broken up into the previous trading range here. So if you consider this support, resistance here, and we just kind of carve our way through here. At that point, if we are in this trading range, then this is all fair game, and you can just take it like straight up to $7, $10. You wouldn't really have to worry about it very much. I would keep my stop right here below 1087, or look to try and get an entry on a retest this consolidation area right here. Because we could easily dump down right here, and then you would be sitting there and wondering, well, where would I exit if we do go down? Well, your stop should probably be below this area. That's how I would play it. Oof. Link. Let's see. Link. Killing it. We are getting a long signal. No, we are not quite getting a long signal here today.
Oh, don't get too excited now.
Yep. We don't quite have enough momentum right here. We need the bar to get above the dead zone. The dead zone being these little dots right here. This momentum bar right here. So
by the end of the day, it could be there.
By the end of the day, it could be there, but I got to tell you guys, with Link if Link closes a new high today, if you entered it without enough momentum, I wouldn't call you crazy. I would keep a really tight stop here, just right below this most recent wick right here. Because if we ended up below here, then I'd want to be out. Because especially when you're buying a break of resistance right here, that's one of the reasons why you can buy the break of resistance, and in a way you're giving yourself a high risk reward, because you know where to set your stop. It's like, oh, okay, well, if I'm falling back in this trading range, I want out. The breakout trade failed, right?
My thesis was proven
get
wrong.
out. Yep. So that's what you want to do right here. That's how you're going to play this. Okay, guys? Next, dot. Oof. New high today. Do we have the momentum? We're a little shy.
Man, nothing. Wow.
And we've got a no trade signal on the size of this bar. So there's nothing we can do for dot today. But we might be able to get an entry tomorrow or the day after. The qualifying line's up here. We would just need to trade sideways, consolidate a little bit above this high. If that happened, our system could catch up a little bit. We could get a dot long signal. But it does look good. This is what I asked for. This is what I've been asking for bullish signals on alts. So we're gonna take the signals, guys.
New all-time high on ETH.
Right now?
Yep.
Beautiful. AVAX. I would consider this a continuation signal at the end of today. As a matter of fact, we'll have an initial long signal that we can take at the end of today. We're above zero on our oscillator. We're passing through our baseline here, and we've got momentum. I think we could take AVAX. Curve. It will probably follow the other coins. It honestly looked a little bit like AVAX right here, didn't it? You see, it's got this little pause above this broken resistance right here. It's kind of what we're looking at here. Maybe Curve will follow AVAX, but we just don't know that for sure. So right now, there's nothing really that we can do with Curve. RUNE, sell signal, nothing to do here. Next, TOMO, oof. This is really beautiful.
That does look good.
All right, so this is a break. This is a new all-time high on TOMO. This says no trade because we had a. This is what's called a candle size violation. Today's candle body was bigger than the ATR. As you can see, we've been consolidating for a while. So most likely we'll consolidate tomorrow and pull back just a little bit. That's our entry on TOMO here because otherwise our system is a go. The only thing telling us not to go right here is just the no trade on our baseline, which comes from the candle size violation that I just described to you. So you could just ignore it and be like, you know what, if it pulls back tomorrow, I don't care. I just want to be in on TOMO. Buddy, I wouldn't blame you. Handle it how you want. I would set my stop below this area. That's how you're going to play this. But it looks good. Here we are. Resistance, resistance, broken resistance. You take the trade, set your stop below here. You ride it. That's how you play these things. Next coin, REP. Still below the daily baseline. Nothing to do here. Next coin, REN. Daily long signal at the end of today. We should have an initial long signal here. We're above the baseline.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Yep, we're above zero. Waddah's firing today. This is a signal. I heard some really good news about REN. REN is joining Alhambra Partners. I think that's the name of the project. So you know what? Let's look that up real quick. Alameda Research, excuse me. Alhambra is Jeff Snyder. I got mixed up for a second. Alameda Research, as you guys know, is a really big, basically crypto hedge fund. They're behind several very big projects. So this is really big for REN. That's some fundamental news I happened to read yesterday. I popped that over into News Pulse Premium for you guys. But I think that's pretty big for REN. Alameda Research they're not nothing. Anyway, we do have a long signal here on REN. This is not necessarily as strong as some of the other coins we're looking at, and it hasn't broken resistance yet. So I don't know if this is necessarily a long that we will take at the end of today, but we could take it. We'll look at it, but I would rather take one of the ones that's, it's already breaking resistance and it's just kind of raring to go, right? Okay. ZRX, continuation long signal at the end of today. That a crossing back up, even in overbought territory, that's a continuation signal still. So that could just mean price is so bullish, it doesn't care that it's overbought. We're just going to keep going. We're crossed back up. We're going to go for it. ZRX here, kind of breaking through resistance today. We're at resistance. I would consider this to be this is a trade you could take here. I would understand why you'd want to take it. Do we have any other highs, or is this the all-time high we're fighting here? Let's go to CoinTrader real quick. I want to make sure we don't miss anything on ZRX. We don't want to make any mistakes. Let's look at the USD pair. Okay.
Now we got 140 people in here.
All right, good. These guys can all see real rapid fire TA. We're gonna go.
Pew, 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 pew. Shooter.
Aha! More data. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a lot of resistance that you didn't see before.
Yep. So this is what I'm looking at here. This is where we had resistance previously, right here. With the top of this wick being, so this area is resistance here on ZRX. I will say this. It certainly looks as if we're going to pierce up here into resistance. If you took this trade and you were like, you know, Alex, I don't care. It's going to go up. You know, number go up. Me want money. And I would tell you, okay, me understand. You could probably take this up into this area. But until ZRX broke $1, then I don't really think I want to get in. But then if we did break $1, you could totally ride that all the way up to $2.50. Easy, no problem. But you'd want it to break and hold that area. And you know what? Honestly, if we broke and hold 80 cents, then maybe the $240. Maybe this resistance won't be as strong as we really think. What does it look like on lower time frames? Let's look real quick. How did it really react to that? Over here. Come on, coin trader. I'm trying to do rapid fire TA here. Let's go. Giddy up. Come on.
Yeah.
Here we go. 4-hour new. Yeah, can you really call this area resistance? There was some liquidity up here. We banged into it. We came back down. You know what? If we broke above 80 cents, I think you could totally ride this up to $2.40 at that point. Now, had you asked me yesterday, I would have said, you know, you wouldn't want to buy below resistance, and I think that's probably still true. I think, you know, if you just wait for the break of 80 cents and buy it there, you'll have more certainty, because right now, where can you really put your stop? If maybe something happens, the entire market tanks tomorrow, where's your stop going to be?
It's way too much opportunity cost.
Stop is like down here at like 42 cents or something like that. Maybe 48 cents if you're feeling frisky. But
I'm feeling frisky. Let's get in it.
All right. Maker yesterday closes new high. Today, not very much follow through. We could take an initial long signal here.
I was gonna say that's a full long signal.
Yeah, today we'll have the full on signal. So here you guys can see what I mean by the candle size violation. Yep. So yesterday we had a huge candle, which bigger than the usual ATR, because we had consolidation, small candle bodies here, big one, and today we consolidate. And today we get the actual signal to come in that we can take. And yesterday, if we had taken this signal, we'd still just be sitting around waiting anyway. So the point of control we're sitting at has me a little bit concerned. Are we just sitting in the volume of this high before we break down? Is that the bear in me talking? No, quiet bear, Alex. Don't.
Inner bear.
Don't whisper your sweet nothings to me, bear, Alex.
Hey, sell.
Yeah, there's too many bullet points. No. KNC here. Breaking resistance. This is a good long signal we could probably take at the end of today right here. Waddah's finally firing right here. We're above zero. Everything's good right here. I imagine you could take this probably to at least $2. There's a good 25, 30% move in there. And then from there, if we broke that, then that's blue skies. And my only concern is that KNC has been lagging behind a lot of the other DeFi coins. I know this because I took KNC from this area to this area, and then I was looking to buy in again, and it's like, well, why bother? You know, it's just kind of trading sideways, like all during this period. So we've got a new high here, but maybe one of the other DeFi coins would be better. But you could long KNC here. I wouldn't blame you if you did. We're almost done with this DeFi list. Okay, keep going. YFII here. This is not a bad basing period. It's a nice multi-month long finding support right here, making a lower high, or making a higher low, excuse me.
I always mess that up too.
Let's look on the 3-day. This pattern is already completed with this right here. So we're just kind of trading sideways at the point of control. I would say we do not yet have any kind of signal that we could use on YFII. But we'll keep our eyes on it. I think most likely it has a run in it. It could sit here sideways for a few more weeks before it does it. So there's nothing pressing.
Feel it in your bones, do you?
I do.
All right,
YFI
I was gonna cut in really quick, Alex. I need to interrupt. We're officially an hour into the show. Only leaves us about 30 or so because we do have the mentorship session today. I will let you wrap up your final thoughts here, but I will insist that we get into the requests.
Yep.
Okay, as you wish. So YFI here is it's about to give us a signal at the end of today to long. This is still kind of at resistance. So this is the resistance level that I've been looking at for a while. As you can see, like it's our resistance here. It's still our resistance here. And it's what we're breaking through right now. I guess I just want to get above this level and hold it. And if we get above this level and hold it, go in. Get into YFI. It'll have a run.
Go in.
Yeah, anything that Andre Cronier makes, like, people are behind that stuff. Like, it's total meme or marketing or whatever, but it doesn't matter. All we care is that price is going to go up. And so people are into this stuff.
I think I heard Yearn Finance approved a token increase to the supply. You hear about this?
Yeah. I did not.
Not sure if that affected prices in the last 24 hours, but I did notice that was a news headline. It seems the community is largely on board, though, so go figure.
I think that's probably not great.
Yep, you think so?
Anyway, we'll look into that. I don't know anything about it, so I don't want to opine on it. The YFI Bitcoin chart is starting to look very good. So this is heavy consolidation. It's lowering volatility. We just want some kind of bullish movement for confirmation, right? Otherwise, we're looking at, like, what if it's like 4 more months of sideways? That would suck. So we'll keep our eyes on YFI Bitcoin right here. But I mean, it could happen this week or next week. So
it seems that we're coming to what you would consider crunch time for a lot of these charts, man. Like, it seems like we're about to have just a ton of different breaks.
For synthetics right here, are we at resistance or are we on support? You can't tell, but I'm making the Velociraptor face.
That's
yes.
very confusing.
So I think you can look at this a couple different ways, obviously. But for right now, our daily baseline is telling us to stay out. We'll wait for a little bit more confirmation. But synthetics could obviously follow the other alts here. It wouldn't be shocking. Comp just straight up going for it. We don't have any kind of signal that we could take. Any kind of signal was like back here.
Comp's been crushing it.
Yep, just kind of got to watch and awe.
I got myself a nice little bag of it on Coinbase, so I'm fine.
Swipe or no swiping. We are at resistance right now. This entire area is a strong consolidation area. So I don't want to necessarily take swipe in this spot, but it's a very bullish looking chart. It hasn't had much of a pullback here. It's a nice angle of attack too.
A lot of things haven't had the pullbacks that we thought they'd have.
Yep. This is Meta again. I am not super pleased with the daily chart here on Meta. It really is at resistance in this spot. Balance, we are at resistance. But if we break it, it'll be pretty awesome, right? But we're already pretty overextended in this point. We've had quite a run of a few days, so I don't want it in this spot, but it looks good. Whoops. Oh, I ran through the entire DeFi perp list of DeFi coins. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Now we'll actually look at chart requests and stuff like that. Actually, can we give me like a talking break or something? Can I grab a water?
Yeah, go do that. I'm going to read the next couple comments and we'll get into that. Go do that. We'll give you a quick break. Get Unistake so I can brag some more, says Agency. Alright, looks like Unistake was a banger overnight. I also saw, I think Crypto Bull mentioned that, which one was it? Something he brought up yesterday was a banger trade. We looked at it yesterday. Let me just try to refresh.
I think it was
Troy.
Troy, yes,
Troy?
Troy. It was
Yeah,
Troy,
Troy.
BNB he requested yesterday.
Yeah, Troy BNB, that's right.
It turned out to be a banger. Look at
I'm sure
Polkadot.
the USDT pairing is also
Did well too.
100% requesting Polkadot. Alright, Subtext sent me a message
Look
saying...
at that, guys. Right through this low volume node. That's what happened. We just went
exactly what we were
straight
saying
to the
too.
low volume node. Wow, it's beautiful.
Yep, Troy was a banger. Congrats to Crypto Bull. Everybody in the Troy trade, congrats.
Yep.
But Subtext told me she had to dip early and was really hoping to get her requests in first, so I did move them to the top of the list. These are all relevant to everyone in the audience anyway. Her first request was Ethereum USD. We kind of covered that. .USD, which I see several people requesting, so we'll look at Polkadot USD. Oh, we did cover that. That's right. Kusama USD is also requested by her. And she also says, and if you have a few minutes, maybe some comments about the absolute hot mess that is WallStreetBets, guys. Here we are a week or so later after the WallStreetBets fallout. What are your thoughts?
I'm very sorry to see all our fellow retail investors lose money. As you guys know, that by the time we started looking at the stocks, I was pretty tepid about any sort of long position on them. Yeah, I know. I think Peckham brought maybe it was Peckham, maybe not. Brought AMC in when it was at $9, and that was a little high. But I thought maybe it could go higher. But at 20, I thought I just don't see it. And I thought GameStop also needed to pull back. I'm shocked at how quickly they pulled back. Let's open that up and take a look at it. Perhaps I shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I'm not shocked at all.
So I will say that you might be able to get like a dead cat bounce off out of this.
Mm-hmm. Swing failure.
Yep, there's still a trend line here that we're catching and stuff. So yeah, I believe it was over here. We crossed under here. I was like, this looks like a short to me, guys. I'm surprised at how it just went straight down. But it's really sad to see all these people lose money.
It does, guys, but it may be a necessary lesson to be learned for everybody entered the space. Don't chase
Like
memes.
I said, I think that this is going to end up being the catalyst that everyone sees that the free market is not a free market in the sense that someone has the ability to turn it off when it's getting squeezed. And I think that's going to be the bigger lesson here.
Unfortunately, that can be chalked up as consumer protection, and who can argue
not
with
this
protecting
time.
people, right?
Not to me. Like, I think that we're going to see a mass exodus from a lot of these things, but that's just me. My opinion.
Yes, as Agency says in the live chat, the fiasco is not over. Yeah, I don't think this is over. I don't think this story has run its course, but I think a lot of the people are a bit hung out to dry, and it might be an important lesson.
I don't know if you guys saw, but the SEC fined Robinhood $65 million for basically deceptive practices and for not executing on stuff. But $65 is, of course, a slap on the wrist, as we all know.
Yeah.
And also that also settles any criminal charges. Like, that's it.
That's
Everything
such bullshit.
goes for Robinhood. As of today,
Like, if that was a retail trader, like, they'd be in jail.
It's like, remember, guys, this all happened on Thursday, and the SEC just settled with Robinhood today. It's over. It's already over. So,
did anyone else get that email? It's like why we did what we did from Robinhood. It's pretty funny.
I can understand why they did it for sure. At this point, we've got more and more information out following what's happened.
SEC charges Robinhood Financial with misleading customers about revenue sources and failing to satisfy duty of best execution.
But
what about all those people that lost all of their? Never mind.
Well, what do you think was going to happen when you bought, when you chased GME at $200, $300, $400? Like this is.
Well, that's why we all came here, and if people just came to the show every day. We laughed at them. I mean, like it was a crazy thing that was happening, and awesome to anyone who made money. But you shouldn't have touched that thing.
Yeah, it was fun to observe. If you were in on the very ground floor and prudently, if you understand the markets and you know how to dump on people coming in after you, you probably played it really nicely. You probably needed to be in on the ground floor and sold within the first 48 hours, because I think by the third day everything was starting to come off the rails, and I don't think big positions could unwind or take any profits. So there's that. Of course, what did I see here? Subtext: mainstream crypto adoption. Yes, that's a great way to put it. And maybe that's what I think it will be. Maybe this is why we're seeing a market-wide upturn today. Everybody's had their heart broken playing in stocks. Now they're waking up and realizing, whoa, this crypto game, this DeFi thing. This is a much better thing to play at. All right, so we covered that. Subtext: we did Ethereum, we did DOT, we did Kusama. Check the timestamps after the show to catch up on those if you happen to miss them. Next one from Subtext as well. What are your thoughts for a long-term investor on staking a potential 100x asset such as DOT, which guarantees 12 to 15% API return?
I say don't become a bag holder. Don't stake anything. That is my thought on the matter.
If you're going to embrace crypto, I think DOT is a pretty solid one. I mean, it's number 4 on the market cap for a reason, guys. So it's established. It still needs to obviously prove itself. I'm not even sure if its main net is up yet, but it looks like it's going places. DOT is legit. I don't hold a bag of DOT yet. I wish I didn't sleep on it. I was sleeping on DOT this entire time. It looks like a legit up-and-coming chain. It really does look good. So
it's a sore spot for Jack.
The question is really about what do you think about being a long-term investor in DOT, and the returns on staking are solid. I mean, it looks good on the surface. Of course, everything in crypto is still highly experimental technology, so you got to remain extremely careful. Remember, this is still high risk. As amazing and as solid as it sounds on the surface, yes, DOT is an up-and-comer, but proceed with caution. This is still experimental technology. The more complex it is, the more likely it is to fail and have complete breaking bugs in it. All right, sorry I have to rush through this. We got to get through the few requests before we move to wrap. Crypto Bull, yes, Crypto Bull says, how about that Troy BNB up over 200%? Yep, you killed it, Mr. Bull. I love it. Let's keep moving. Jose Alves, I
love that we talked about it yesterday.
Yes, I do love that. Thank you, Crypto Bull, for bringing us another solid trade, another solid chart to look at. Crypto Bull is honestly on the ball, man. Every chart, everything he's kind of pulled up has been, I think, solid.
He's more than just a timestamper.
He's got a good eye.
Yeah, he's gonna pretty much outgrow the timestamper rule in no time. But thank you. Okay, Jose Alves requesting Neo USDT. Anybody who's putting in requests now in the last 5 minutes, unfortunately, we're almost out of time, and I have to get through this pile. It's Neo USDT.
Oh, Neo.
Yeah, so if anybody's putting in requests now, guys, I can't do them all. Everything Neo I can do is already here.
Nope, still below our daily baseline. Not right now. There's stronger alts, guys.
Stronger alts, not Neo. Next. Not yet. VET USDT for Destined to Reign VeChain.
VET USDT. Still below our daily baseline. At resistance, not yet. What's next?
Let's keep it going. Next one is Ryan O'Malley. Can we look at INJA and BZRX today? What's INJA?
Isn't that a personality type?
Accidentally dropped the A in there. What's INJ?
Maybe INJ, maybe?
It must just be INJ.
Well, that's what a chart. Look at that thing, just up.
There's really nothing to do right here. If you're in a trade, you probably entered it here. We're overextended right now. There's really nothing to do, but there's also no sell signal or anything like that. Now, just if you're in it, then congratulations. I just stick it out. What's next? What's the other one? It's INJ and BZRX.
Yes.
Berserks. Still at resistance here. I'm not interested in this right now. We're still below zero on our oscillator too. Nothing to do right here. What's next?
Okay, thank you for that one. Let's get into waves. Skokie Cat, let's go waves. Skokie Cat. I'm not sure if that's a request.
We're still in a wave. We're still in a waves trade right now. Little underwater. Wait, actually, we might not be underwater anymore.
No, we entered the trade here. So We might have hit take profit 1. Probably not yet. I think waves will follow along with the other alts and at least retest its highs right here. I think there's a long opportunity towards this area. As a matter of fact, we're in a long. But we've also looked at better alts today. I will say that. So that's something to consider. You can look back through the show, and I think you will find me way more excited about other alts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at this on the week.
Especially DeFi.
Yeah, we could still do some more sideways here on the weekly. I think I would still really love to see a break of this $8 high. Well, $8.30-ish area. $8.50. $9. Okay, maybe it's more now like $9. Something around that area. You know, I'd really love to see a break of that, and then we'll know. We'll know. It won't be like, well, I think. We'll just like, we'll know it's going to keep going, and then that's way easier to trade when you know what's going to happen next, right, guys? So I would much rather trade on like a 95% probability than like a 65% probability. So, yeah, I do think that there was a long here, and as a matter of fact, we're in a long here because there was a decent trade on the table right here. But as far as where other alts are at, I would rather take something that has already broken resistance.
Agreed.
All right, let's get
Let it prove it to you.
The next one. This one comes from Crypto Bull and Lucas Begard. Can you look at Cardano? Cardano.
Sure thing. And I must say, if you guys like Rapid Fire TA, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Hit that bell icon so you get our notifications.
Yes. Everybody, we are harvesting mouse clicks. That's what we do. Feed us. Feed us your mouse clicks.
Click us with your big mouse.
Click it. Okay. What was the next one? I'm sorry.
Cardano for Crypto Bull and Lucas Begard in the live chat.
Okay. I'm just kind of hanging out underneath this resistance level right here. You can see it on VPVR. It's a rather strong level here. So here, support. Boom, boom, boom. We finally break down and then collapse. So here, resistance, still below the resistance right here. Overall, now that we have a break of this this weekly resistance level right here, and we've kind of retested it, I imagine that we will see continued follow through here on ADA. But the question is if we weekly trend is more like this. So we could still do a little bit sideways here before we continue onwards.
Looking pretty bullish.
I mean, it is bullish, but you can see this consolidation area that we're inside right here has been a consolidation area before in the past. And I would hate to get into ADA right now and then have opportunity cost versus another alt that we can be in.
How about the USDT pairing?
Okay, good idea. Let's look at the USDT pairing.
Strong boy.
Yeah, well, it's hard to argue with that weekly candle in the USDT pairing. Long signal yesterday we could have taken, and we might still be able to take it today. I say ADA is good to go here as far as a long signal, but currently the Bitcoin pairing is, for reasons that I talked about was just okay, but I would consider ADA to be one of those coins where I was talking about, like, it's broken resistance, we're getting a long signal on it, and that's one you should take rather than one that's like still underneath resistance. ADA here looks better than one of the other coins. That's a little bit. It's kind of like, you know, same structure, but we're underneath this high on those other ones. So,
all right.
Yeah, I like it.
Cardano seemingly one of the stronger ones right now. Okay, I'm gonna keep Cardano. Gonna keep an eye on Cardano. Could be a solid trade for late tonight.
That's kind of a grandiose statement considering today, like, everything looks real strong.
Everything looks super strong. Gonna watch Cardano though. I might try to snag it
crazy day
on the pullback. Might get a little entry on a pullback.
I would love to score some ADA. You know what? ADA makes me think of EOS. What is EOS doing? EOS was something that was very bullishly postured.
You want to know? You want to know a secret?
What's,
While we were talking about EOS yesterday, I actually put in a longer term margin position to the upside on EOS.
okay.
Wow.
I mean, I don't blame you. That
290.
EOS USD pairing that we looked at, the long term, is so highly suggestive. So here, let's turn off the
Up
weekly
about
days.
12% from there, but like I said, I'm gonna hang on to this one for a little while. I think EOS looks good here.
Yeah, so this is my weekly view on EOS. I think it will be a banger. Again, the reasons why I've told you guys the reasons why I haven't been like buy EOS right now is because we don't want the hassle of opportunity cost. Look, what if I was like, guys, this is the bottom on EOS. Buy now. It's like, okay, it's the bottom, but that was in March of last year, and we're still basically in the same spot. We're like, you'd be up 50%, and you could have been in any other alt during that time, you know? So we want to avoid the opportunity cost of continuing to be in EOS while it consolidates. We want a confirmation signal, and then we're gonna jam it. We're just gonna jam it right in there.
We're just gonna jam it. I'm gonna jam you and jam.
Yeah,
you.
like my first target on EOS, $6. Next one is $10. Next one after that, it's probably 20, 25.
All right, I know what I'm.
Go ahead.
I know
You're
what
right.
I'm longing next. It's probably going to be EOS. We're running short on time though, so I have to speed Alex along. Even though he's moving at a furious pace, I have to keep it rolling. Alex, do you see that dictation settings bar on your screen? Could you hide that?
Oh, okay. I thought that was something Windows based. My bad. I didn't know
It
you could
is.
see that.
It's all good. It's all good. Let's get rid of that. All right. Next one is for Dan. He's requesting Luna/Rose.
Luna. Well, I remember last time we looked at that, it looked pretty bullishly postured. Has it followed through with everything else?
Oh wow. I would say so.
Big day yesterday. You getting a sell signal today, buddy. I think today is the day where you're going to take profits. We could probably pull back towards $1.80, maybe even retest the $1.50 consolidation area that we had right here. But I say that taking profits does not mean that you need to exit your entire position. Time transformations, you can see, is very sensitive. Like this was a good place to take profit, and here was a good place to take profit, and then maybe exit for a while, and then re-enter here because you want to skip the opportunity cost of being, sideways for a month, maybe, or maybe it's a long-term hold, and in that case, I would use a higher time frame to time your exit. But honestly, even the 3-day, you're going to have to wait 2 more days for confirmation, but the 3-day is about to give us the sell signal too. So I'd keep your eyes on this area. But for right now, most likely it's take profit time. And great trade, man. Fantastic trade. I know you were talking about it when it was like $1. No, you had me talking bearishly about it when it was back over here. The quote unquote swing failure pattern.
Just rocketed off, man.
Yeah. Totally ignored my TA. How could it do that? How dare you, Luna? But yeah, great trade, man. Great trade. But yeah, I take profits in this area, and maybe hold on to either a little bit of your position or a moon bag or whatever, and see what happens next, because this is really overextended here on the 3-day. Look at that.
Yeah, you had a banger trade, man.
Yeah, congratulations. What's next?
Take some profit.
There was also Rose in that. Did we do that? Sorry, I'm not super.
Oh, you said Luna Rose. I thought Luna. It was like a nickname for Luna.
Gotcha. I wasn't entirely certain either. Take a look.
I'd say this is a coin to get into. This looks really good. So this 3-day, we got a couple days until that's good to go. But the daily signal is firing. Do we have a daily baseline yet? Probably not.
Probably not. I mean, that does look like it might be a little overextended.
Oh, we do have 60 days of data. So let me move over here.
Yeah, that's a little overextended.
It's a little overextended, but I would consider entering this anyway. We could get a pullback tomorrow, and maybe that's the better time to enter. Because our problem right now is that we're too far over the qualifying line to take this trade.
All right, gonna watch another.
But I could understand why you would want to not miss out on this. This could actually just blow up.
Wow.
Let me watch list this. I might want to pick up some rows here. This looks good.
You gonna get kissed by a rose?
Rose looks
Yeah.
Seal the
solid.
deal.
Buy that pullback.
You know what? Let me pull out a trend-based fib extension on this one. What makes sense here? Do I want to do from there to there? Yeah, I'm going to do from here to here. I'm not sure that makes a lot of sense. I think this will actually give us the information that we want. Okay. All right, so essentially if we hold this level, we're looking to take profits at 80 cents, $1, and, 8 cents, 10 cents, and 13 cents. With 13 cents kind of pegging this high area right here. And I think at that point, you'd be like, good trade, hold on to Moonbag in case we keep going to like 16 cents or so.
Beautiful.
Okay, what's next?
All right, not to cut it short, but let's get into the final few requests. This one came from Boris.
Yeah, we gotta ramp.
Thoughts on DOT, AAVE, and Link. You probably covered some of these by now.
I covered all those. What's next?
Okay, we did cover all three. Go figure. All right, I thought we didn't do Link yet, but I was wrong.
We did Link.
Artistant looking at ETC. Ethereum Classic.
What's this BTC you're talking about?
Ethereum
All right,
Classic,
I guess let's look at
Ethereum Classic?
Quick look. Ooh.
Oh, ETC. I thought you said BTC.
No, ETC. My bad. Ethereum Classic.
Speaking of, we're starting to get a 4-hour continuation signal here, but it's a little overextended. We'll see what happens with that. ETC USD. T. Nothing for us to do. We're still below the daily baseline. We're still at. This is a resistance area. You can see we're essentially trapped under inside of this trading range where all the volume's been transacted. But you know what? This is starting to look to me a lot like a really long basing period. What do you think?
Well, I mean, for sure, that's historical support for sure. Look at it.
Let's look at this again on the weekly. Ooh la la.
Some springy behavior.
That is very nice looking. All right, so spring here. Signs of strength in this spot. Let's look at this.
Now I got kissed by a rose stuck in my head because of rose.
So this is what I'm talking about. Sign of strength.
Yep.
Is that what we're getting here?
Certainly looking Wyckofian.
Yeah. Tell you what, I would totally take a long above the daily baseline here and then consider taking it to $12 or so and then seeing what happens. We could stay in this trading range for a while, but I do like the way we've consolidated here. We've built up a strong level of support here. Tested. I could see taking a long-term strategic Ethereum Classic long in this spot. Let's look at the Bitcoin pairing.
Alex Pearson's super cryptos.
Bitcoin pairing is telling us meh. I think we still need some more weeks of consolidation. We could test the lows. So it may not be time to take a position on Ethereum Classic yet, but it's very interesting looking.
ETC looking like something to keep an eye on in the coming days and weeks. We got about 2 minutes left in the show. Mr. Unicorn asked, Alex, are you saying you won't take a BTC daily trade until a full signal fires?
That's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah.
Why would you do it any other way?
Why? Why be in Bitcoin right now? I showed you like 300,000 alts that look awesome right now. What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
Yeah, get into an alt.
Alex, are you
What are you talking about?
Are you not
What do you
seeing
want
what
from me?
Bitcoin is doing? Is your FOMO
It's
not
going down
kicking
right now.
in? What happened? Did the FOMO synapses in your brain completely fry over the years? Do you no longer experience FOMO, Alex? Come on, you should be FOMOing
Yes.
into Bitcoin right now.
Nope.
No, I'll wait until
FOMO's-
Bitcoin goes
All
down.
right. dead to me.
Mr. Unicorn, thank you. He's got the green channel supporter status. Thank you so much for supporting us, Mr. Unicorn. Thank you for your
Indeed.
questions. Wish we could spend more time on it, but we've got like a minute left in the show. We do have the mentorship session with the community coming up in about half an hour. So that's why we got to wrap early today, guys.
Gotta dip. Gotta get something to
Wednesdays-
eat. It's a lot
Wednesdays-
of
Be sure to
talking.
like and subscribe.
Request.
Do it.
Skokie Cat
Do it.
asking, is Litecoin heading back to $180?
It's gonna go
Probably.
higher than that.
Yeah, probably. Let's look at the. Looks like we are finally coming
excited about Litecoin.
off of the bottom here on Litecoin. This is excellent. This is what we
Mhm.
wanted to see. This is what we were fairly certain was going to happen. As you can see, sellers have totally petered out. Anybody who wanted to offload their Litecoin against Bitcoin has basically done so at this point. We spent 1 week, 2 weeks. This is like a good long number of weeks where people could have sold the bottom if they wanted to on Litecoin right here, and they haven't now. A 3-day here, not yet giving us a signal. We're just not quite there on Litecoin. But now that we're coming up off the bottom, this is starting to feel like things could get bullish for Litecoin soon. Bullish, versus the other alts. Right now, it's like, why would you be in Litecoin versus a DeFi token? But that may change at some point, and the Litecoin Bitcoin pairing is what's going to inform us as to when that time comes.
All right, keeping on. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, we don't have a long signal today. We could trade a little bit sideways. We could retest down again. But yeah, I could see us pegging 180 again. Just retest the previous high like we're seeing on a lot of other coins. And then if it turns out Litecoin is, more bullish and Bitcoin ends up being more bullish, then maybe we could break 180. But if you're asking me 180 is possible, sure. I believe it. I can see it.
There you have it, folks. Peckham08 in the live chat says, Val Kilmer, Kiss from a Rose. Yes, that was a good movie. You guys remember that?
Baby.
That's certainly. What was that?
That's
Batman.
That was like
Seal.
97. That was 98. I don't know. That was a special magical time in my
Special
life.
magical
It was, guys. I mean, now the 2000s, the 2020s, nothing is gonna have the magic that the 80s and 90s had. But maybe that's just nostalgia talking. I am a Gen Xer. Maybe am I a Gen Xer? I think I'm a Gen Xer. I can't
You
tell.
don't even know what you are.
I'm one of those. I'll tell you what I am. I am a
You're
Val
something.
Kilmer,
Silent generation.
Batman Beyond, or whatever the fuck it was called.
Whatever the fuck.
Batman
He's like a real
Robin.
fan, guys.
Batman Begin. I can't remember. All right, let's. I think we're almost wrapped. I'm just gonna name off the last remaining requests just to give these people a shout out. And Alex, if anything catches your interest, feel free to stick it in. But
Okay, only if it catches my interest.
all right, this one I have no idea what it is. NCTW ETH, some kind of wrapped ETH pairing. REEF. I see several people requesting. Gents, can you look at REEF USD? Conscious criminal
We'll look
REEF,
at REEF.
please.
I was gonna say, take a look at REEF, because I did give someone some advice on REEF yesterday on the 4-hour signal that he'd gotten himself into before he should have been in, and I wanted to see if he actually hit a TP. Oh, I would assume he did.
Yeah. It's a long man.
Beautiful.
I would totally take this breakout right here. I won't say I totally would. I totally will take this breakout right here. I might pick some up later today. I like it. We, as you can see, we had really heavy resistance in this spot right here. Yesterday we broke it. Today we've got follow through, and the sky is kind of the limit on it. I won't pull out a trend-based fib extension. We don't have time, but I'd probably be targeting like 75 cents, man.
Bold predictions.
All right, maybe that is rather bold. I would pull out a trend-based extension to try that first, but ordinarily you do see these things retest those highs, man.
Yeah.
It happens. It doesn't seem like it's possible, but as crazy as it is, this thing could 20x and do that.
That's why I'm hoping that 1-inch wick that went up to 122 on Chardex is the top.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hold till $122.
All right, that's REEF. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to cut Alex off. This is me cutting Alex off for a change.
That's weird.
We got to move to the wrap. I am going to mention the last few. We had Daniel requesting Sushi Bitcoin, ZRX Bitcoin. Daniel,
Looked at it.
I think we
But
looked.
not the Bitcoin pairings, I guess.
Anthony J. Penna, Dogecoin. Yes, I'm sure there's still some people in the audience who want to look at Doge.
Some people who are still riding those Doge bags to the ground.
I know some people have got to
Jack,
be stuck in Doge.
okay, quick look at Doge. Have mercy.
This 3-day is pretty ugly so far. I believe what I said yesterday is still true, that you should look to get in around 71 to 55 cents. That we still got a little bit more pullback in us on Doge. Just kind of trading sideways at resistance right here. See, bam, down, bam. And we're trying to move up, but where's the volume, right? So I expect us to break down towards 1.5 cents. One more shakeout, and then a retest of the highs of 6 cents, 8 cents.
Get out.
That's sort of how I feel.
Get out the doggy.
Yep. So
Doggy.
down here,
Doggy.
then up here.
Yeah, that looks
if you're really committed to Doge, guys, maybe get out now, buy the dip, and then continue. Otherwise, just hold diamond hands. Right,
I feel
guys?
bad for your family and your psyche.
Yes, and the dog too.
I feel bad for your family for giving birth to you.
Not
Peckham
quite that much, but
Peckham 08 in the live chat says Michael Keaton, best Batman ever. I would agree. I don't care if he's only 5'4", he's still the best Batman. If you
is he
ask me.
5'4"?
He's the best Beetlejuice ever, is what he is.
He's pretty short, dude.
I actually I heard recently that he's coming back as Batman for something, which is funny.
That's what's cool about Michael Keaton. He can be both Batman and Beetlejuice. Now that's a good actor.
And Birdman.
Fair enough. Jack Thomas requested GRT. I don't think we can do that. Sengi's
we don't have the time, but it looks good. It broke its highs. It's probably gonna keep going.
I milked 50% out of Yo-Yo yesterday.
Someone's asking, this is probably a degenerate gambler in the live chat requesting, do you think Hollow will pump like Doji? I don't think anything is going to pump like Doji.
Jason, why don't you talk on that? You're stuck in Hollow.
No, I got myself some hollow bags just for that exact reason, because I think that over time, if it doesn't go to zero, it's gonna have a pump. Someone's gonna exit pump, so I'm just waiting for that. Like I don't have a ton of it, but like I have it sitting around to where the day it does pop off, that'll be great. But if it doesn't, it'll never matter.
Alrighty. And finally, we had a question came in from Twitch. Just for advice, what crypto would you invest in? Which do you think have more potential besides Bitcoin? What's the best among them? Wow, this is a long topic.
Ethereum.
Out of these
Ethereum.
ones, hold on. Out of these ones, Litecoin, XRP, Zcash, Stellar, Tron, or Tezos, which would you pick?
Litecoin. That's
Get
it.
out of here, man. I'm not your financial advisor, okay?
All right.
Just Litecoin.
So,
DM me.
I will so religiously. I will opine on my opinions on various different ones.
Yes.
But I'm not here to help you stock.
All right, we gotta get going. I gotta get something to eat before we get to the
Masari,
community.
DM me on Discord. I will tell you which of my bags I need you to pump next. Smoke that. What are your settings on Waddah indicator, please? Alex, do you want to just quickly tell him what your Waddah settings are?
Yeah, sure. I keep it mostly default. So I turn off the false positive filter. False positive filter, as you can see, smooths it out, but you get your signals just a little less quickly. I don't want that. I want my signals as fast as possible. My signal is made to be super fast. It's time transformation across the daily. So I've gone over it. I don't want to go into it.
Yep.
All this stuff is the default. Bollinger Band channel length, I make 10. Ordinarily, it is 20. That essentially makes the volatility, the explosion level, more reactive. And that helps me get into my trades also a little bit faster. So other than that, it's the default settings. Those are the only two things that I changed.
All right, we ran much overtime, 12 minutes into the overtime. We got to get to the mentorship session, so I'm sorry to cut this off early to everybody. Thank you to everybody who dropped the requests in. Thank you to Alex for getting through to the last few questions. It's been a great show, everybody. Bitcoin currently at 36,950. And
thank you all.
Yep. Make sure to check out the poll.
Ethereum at $1,635. We will be back tomorrow for the Thursday edition of the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. Thank you to everybody who joined in today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Based on the current watching numbers and the peak numbers we had, there's going to be a lot of new people who are hearing my voice right now, watching the show right now. If you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe. This is probably
please be sure to like and subscribe.
We do it every day.
You found one of the most dedicated day trader crypto channels on YouTube. We have nothing but professionals, artists, and just the most hardcore guys in this space. So if you're looking to do this for real, if you're looking just to catch meme waves, this might not be the channel for you. But if you're here for real professional day trader approach to the space, subscribe. All right, guys, I gotta move to wrap. Sorry for the quick cutoff, but this is it. We're moving to wrap. Cheers, everyone.
Trade safely, everyone. See you tomorrow.